stealth. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting busy. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been on my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now they wanna date us. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo.
Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty, don't even know where waist at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry, what I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yeah, Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Got me back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ, first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop up. You need a in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. I'm just here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me, I live in you. Both of our offend you.
Okay, you ready? Look. Go. Look at you go. Okay, you ready? Look. Yeah. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just see the bag, quit out that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. It's bad about it, had enough of Hey, how the poppin' and shaking. Y'all is a lazy. My posse deep and I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's. Bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me. Bet on my bacon. Big it flat in the blanket. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas. Head back to my old ways. Have a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the. Look at the cash, look at the cash bubbling. Look at the cash bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash bubbling. Look at the cash bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can. Yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young. Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Rolling to his left. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, gotta go.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Under. Ready. You waiting? 95-56.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Ready. Yellow waiting. 95-56. 95-56. 11.
Throwing now is Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Ready. You waiting? Ready, what's that?
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And an alley to run. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Easy.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And Watson has it right side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Gotta go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 75 yards, and the Bears have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And that'll bring up second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Over. 11, 11, 11, 11. Ready. You ready? 12, 12, 12.
On second down, Kamara spins away. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. To throw, it's Breeze. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
11, 11, 11, 11, 11.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ready. Yellow lady. 21, 21, 21. 12, 12. 11, 11, 11.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, slow down. Ready? You ready? 95-56, 95-56. 11. Ready, let's go.
To throw is Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 34.
Hey, gotta go. Rands up. Move.
Throwing here, Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, gotta go. Move.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky sliding out of the pocket. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
A gain of 32 that time. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Lock in.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run. And just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You see it?
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Trubisky. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 1st down, Breeze. This is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Setting up the receiver screen here to Thomas. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Breeze again. That's caught by Meredith right side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Ready, yellow lady. 21.
Breeze to throw again. He'll let it fly in the direction. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 36 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point. And we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Ready, you waiting? 12. Over. Under. 11.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
11.
Here's Breeze. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? After the interception, here's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have broken the tie. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And Thomas has it. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Breeze now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Left. Ready. You're 90.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Breeze now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
We go 21. 12. Ready. Yellow lady.
Again, it's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Hey, gotta go.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. Give him 8 on the play. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Gotta go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Definitely worth taking in our deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Going deep this time for Miller. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago! 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Ready. You ready? Three down. Watch the safety creep. 95-56. Loki. Get set.
Breeze now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, 75 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. On first down, Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. On second down, here's Trubisky, and that's incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Trubisky to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Now Trubisky on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Trubisky to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Von Bell up to make the tackle. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Ready? You ready? 21. Ready, what's that?
In his own end zone, it's Breeze. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space there. They elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And this is caught at the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Lock in.
They come up at an offset eye. On 3rd and short, the fullback Burton. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Deion Sims, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Parkey adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And now here's another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Staying on his feet. Able to get away. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. A.J. Klein in there to get him for a loss of 5. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Play action. Now Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Brees will try again on second down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Now
Brees on third down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. 5-8, 5-8. Quick cut.
Now Brees got to have this one. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it, and dropped it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears add on. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Parkey with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They start the drive on the ground, Kamara, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
To throw is Breeze. He'll air it. They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him a gain of 38. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at it.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play, his third sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On the counter, here's Kamara. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 19.
Ready. You ready?
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
3 down. 180. 51 the mic, boy. 51. Lock in.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And some space here. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On first, they go right back to Howard. That one good for 10 yards, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
He wasn't ready.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike 51. Lock in. Silver.
On the handoff, this is Howard. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Lock in. Alert 3. 180.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
I got you.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Lock in. There we go. You see it?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Lock it.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.
just one of them ones, man. You just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself and you just cruising on the highway, man. Yeah, this got me thinking. On that cap, swerving through traffic, listening to trap. My windows ain't tinted, so notice me. 4 braids, Yankee fitted, yeah, know it's me. I'm everywhere comfortable, but I'm still attentive. A young with money will make offended. I ain't flashy, I'm classy, but I ain't stupid either. Never show up to that's hungry and eager. My brother's keeper, I'm loyal, it's all in my demeanor. A true believer, I believe when they didn't believe her. That's why I don't let opinions affect me. I do what I want to do. If they do or they don't accept me, they expect me to give up. I almost did. Things went from moving faster, slow motion. I was losing focus, stuck on that. It was smooth on the surface, but underneath it was broken. Hoping to find hope in this hopeless world we live in. What you give is what you given. Gotta make wise decisions. Gotta stay tunnel vision. Gotta avoid collision. Keep scratching the surface and keep your palms itching. Gotta pay moms a visit. It's been a while. I've been working, she keep telling me she miss her child. I find myself passing the house, then I spin around. She say I'm always moving, I just can't sit around. Oh my, cause the cash ain't gonna come to us. When we was down, who gave a dime or gave a for us? So instead of making it hard, I made it fun for us. Make it easy, so when you need it, you just run to us. But it's a lot of pressure, I'm trying to stick and move through this. Fixing these bumps on the road so I can just cruise to this. Living my life on the road, I'm trying to get used to this. And when they throw dirt, I just act like a broom to this. Trying to stay true to this. Even when they lie on me. World on my shoulders, my girl can't even cry on me. God watching over me, the devil probably spy on me. I've been going through some Kenneth, keep an eye on me. I know it's been a drought, but to my fans, don't go dry on me. If you want a picture, take a picture, don't get shy on me. I'm here to inspire. I admire that you admire me. I've been in the dark, but I promise you'll see a bright of me. I'm sorry. To all my supporters, man, I love y'all. I just want to say thank you for supporting me since day one. You don't want to see me win, man. I don't know why, but we gonna win anyway. I came straight out the with a microphone. Boy, I swear I couldn't leave that mic alone. Everybody clear the room, I like to write alone. I'm in my zone, bass bouncing off the styrofoam. I'm never in between, I'm either hot or cold. Can't be a loser, I maneuver like I got a clone. I'm out here in these streets like I ain't got a home. And you barely hear from me like I ain't got a phone. Because there's no days off, there's no days off. I know it sounds a little painful, but it pays off. Social sites was distracting, so I stayed off. Spoke to God, then me and Satan had a face off. I swear my life was like a rocket, then it takes off. First I plotted, then I got it, couldn't wait long. I put the pedal to the metal, then took the brakes off. And I kept it A1 like the steak sauce. My paychecks used to be a pair of Jordans, and I know I can't afford them, but I went ahead and bought them. Then I quit, started spent my money on recording. Yeah, the studio was small, but man, that made me a fortune. Made me a fortune, man. Trying to stop me. Y'all can't stop me. This is forever. Forever, man. I mean that.
Honorable C notes.
Yeah. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole them out, we bailin'. Saw my teacher, I was the same student failing. Now I got a lawyer, straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element, out my element. My the same, don't need no clout, no fame. No clout, bought the game, all brand new chain. I swerve the lane, call the group the gang. Whip that thing, whip it, this shit give me. Ooh, yeah. Them boys fool you trying to do it, bring the don't want no, they pull up with that. It's times three, this how it go. Park $1 million at the we gon' make 'em eat that until we go. Eat it up. Rich right to the top floor. More PJs and PJs. Rich like water, go to Cabo. Splash. Cash in the walls, hollow. Cash. Your money too small, micro. Huncho on the call, got a Superstars out. Hey. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Tax. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. Go for the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground. Man, delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about post now on the ground. Man, delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
Ice the game, had to ice the game. So much ice, too much, had to ice the lane. Freeze the dud, freeze, had to freeze the lane. Freeze, camera phone. Turn your lights off. We been on. Came from my block and growed up, guess I'm homegrown, well known. That is my cologne. I put my wrist inside the freezer, came out froze. Ice. I put my heart inside, cause I was chose. I put my heart inside and only God knows. Yeah, the clinics, but that baby wipe this nose. I wipe this nose. What's a leg with till they explode?
Superstars out. Hey. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Tax. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground. Man, delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Gang.
Shot. Marvin the Martian. I'ma put your brain up an auction. Proceed with caution. Skeleton AP is frosted. I sit back and read the offense. Was it did it the falsest? Chanel bag is ostrich. Stay down, come up in the process. Private jet, yeah. The same diamond milk, yeah. I'ma get the on welfare. The pink stone real. Bling bling blow, yeah. Mama got style, yeah. Chanel reptile player. On Mars, gotta get the grace of the God. 3 rock stars.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Just beating the play clock is gone. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there on the first play of the game. 41 yards.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's Goff now on second down. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And that is going to be incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Hey, we got three. You ready? Over.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here we go. 5-5. 12. Ready.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And Josh Hill has it. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah,
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aaron Donald. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Here we go.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Okay. Ready. 290. 12.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Sammy.
Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5.
Ready.
A give. This is Kamara. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more.
Ready. You ready?
Bree's going to sneak it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. He needed 2. He only got 1 on the sneak, and that's going to lead us to a 4th and 1.
Over. 21.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
On 4. 21.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Ready. Yellow lady. 5-1. Check. 21.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 47 yards. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash. High-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Looking for Woods that time. And now it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Second and 10. Goff again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
76.
Throwing on third. Goff. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready? You ready? Ready, what's that?
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
5-8. Hey, two. 12.
Kamara, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now it's Gurley. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's Goff. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw, Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. First target, first catch at a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Goff on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 1st down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Goff throwing again. Rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Under. Ready. You waiting? 21. Pull down. Here we go.
Now Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
14.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Bree's going to throw. And this is caught at the 8th. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn, 37 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Value 3.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now Goff. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. To the air again. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. The final shot before break here. Goff. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jamario Davis. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Ready? 11.
They start the second half with Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Ready? You ready?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Kill! 58 to the mic! 58 to the mic! 5-8! Under!
Brees to throw on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mark Barron coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now Brees on 3rd down. And he's going to go down again. Samson Ebukam in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at the 34.
76.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Hey, lift!
To throw on 2nd down is gone. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
76, tell him. 76. Louis. Dude.
Goff on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Gone. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that ball.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley taking it in. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
21, 21, 21, 21, 21.
Now, Breeze again. And Gaines got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
11. Ready. 5-8.
On 1st down, Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 24 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
11. Ready, what's up?
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Ready? You ready? Go down. 11.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. That's caught by Meredith right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cameron Meredith, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
180. Well, you won. 47 is the fight. 47 is the fight. Hardball.
On first down, it's gone. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp, and he'll be brought down right around the 37th. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Again, gone. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
5-8. Ready?
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. The 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's Goff. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, 72 yards. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. And there, a post route started out right, caught it in the middle of the field, went into the end zone. What typically makes those successful, those deep post routes?
You need help from your complementary receivers, okay? The guy that you want to get the ball is the guy that we just saw catch it and take it into the end zone. So he needs help from the other guys who have to occupy anyone in the middle of the field. Whether it's one safety, sometimes you get two guys in there, either run routes at them so they have to cover them, or somehow freeze them by running underneath them and hoping to draw them towards the line of scrimmage and throw it over his head.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Officially with a return of 108 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they move the kickoff back to the 35, it's going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Open man right side is Cup, complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A shotgun snap for Goff. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On 1st down, Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. From the red zone now, Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Goff now looks to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down, back at the 26-yard line. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Jordan in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it flop. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
13.
Brees going to throw here. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion. Beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Brees now 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's 1st and 10.
21. Ready? We're waiting.
Again, it's Brees. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Good set.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
Here we go.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
12. Ready. We're waiting. 58 to the right. 12. 5.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
11.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Under. 11.
Brees is looking to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I tell you, Charles, You play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Ready. Yellow lady. Got it. 21.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
180. Louis.
One last throw here for Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd, waving at rude boy, I'm waving at you boy, ran off on the 2 like True Goy.